The Gloucester Sharpness Canal is one of the largest canals in the UK, with depths up to 25 feet and reaching over 30 metres at its peak width. But the most important thing about this canal is that it holds multiple pike over the 30-pound mark. So to make the most of the nice weather, I would be fishing the canal for the next 3 days.
That's the first time I've ever seen like 4 boats in like probably 200 metre square area, like all moving in different directions. It's pretty cool.
Right, well once again, I am back on the canal fishing for pike. It's not been long since my last session, and I'm still pretty confident about catching here, as I've been pretty much consistently catching pretty much every other session. Anyway, I got the rods out about probably half an hour ago, basically not too long ago, got everything set up, set one of the rods up with a mackerel and the other one with a smelt. So that should be all good. They're all set right next to the boat that I caught from, and yeah, it's looking good. Before I continue with the video, I just want to ask if you can subscribe, as I'm trying to hit 10k subscribers by June this year. As you can see, the floats are set in both the positions I had them last time. The nearer float's the one where I've got pretty much all the bites from, and while the further ones never really had much action, but I'm still going to give it a go one more time, see if anything happens. But this is when things started to get weird.
Oh my god. What the hell? Just caught a pike. Oh shoot, I've literally just had another float. What the hell just happened there? I literally was an ill pike and then my float just started going. I didn't even see that, it just ran off of the bait. No way.
Well, I'm honestly a little bit confused. I'm not sure what happened there. Literally, I see a splash down here. I see some baby pike sort of on the surface. So I kind of, just pick it up with my hands, and I was about to, just walking over to put it in the net so I could sort of, just see what was wrong with it, maybe try and help it. And then my rod gets yanked, and I thought it was because I kicked it, but I looked, my float's being pulled. Then by the time I get to the rod and pick it up and slacken up the line, whatever's taking the bait has dropped it. So it must have just been like an aggressive pike, or maybe a zand. It's really weird though, because there were no teeth marks on the bait, like, not a mark. Like, the bait looks untouched, which is interesting. But I feel like if something had grabbed it that hard and to pretty much drag the rod into the water, I feel like there would be some teeth marks. It's very strange. Right, well you may or may not have read the title and clicked on the video because it said I had an uninvited guest whilst pike fishing, and this is the part of the video where I'm going to get to it. So basically, on my last session, I was pike fishing in the exact same spot, right along the boat, and I was blanking for pretty much the whole day. It was honestly a really nice day, really sunny, really warm, one of the first pleasant days of the year. So I wasn't really expecting to catch, and yeah, I waited for like 5 hours, but finally, right as I was giving up, I had a bite. It was probably the most tentative bite that I've ever had. The float sort of bobbed a little bit, then stopped, and kind of kept bobbing, and sort of then just started moving around in circles. So yeah, once I was sure it was, a bite or whatever was eating and had it in its mouth, I set the hook into what felt like a decent fish. No way. No way, whereas I was talking about... Right, well, whilst I was doing the take, I just looked around, I saw my float drifting across. But of course, it's just stopped now. Drifted like half a metre, so I should have been looking around more. Well, I was rudely interrupted by what I believe to be a drop and take, which is really annoying since I've had 2 bites today, and I've missed both of them. So that's pretty frustrating. Nice. I don't want it to pop the hooks out. But anyway, when I got the pike into the net, I looked down into the net and saw an old, dishevelled, diseased, mangled looking pike, and when I took it out to unhook it, it became clear that this was the exact same pike I'd caught less than a week earlier. So yeah, it was the exact same broken, diseased pike I'd caught whilst filming my second session on the canal. So yeah, it was pretty interesting considering it took literally the exact same type of bait on the exact same rig in the exact same spot that I'd caught it from less than a week earlier. So pretty interesting, and I must say it was a bit annoying considering I thought, you know, I had a new pike. I had managed to catch a pike, but it wasn't a new fish. So a few days later, I returned. Well, this has easily been probably the nicest day of the year. It's absolutely incredible right now outside. It's definitely been the warmest. It feels like 15, 16 degrees somehow. Yeah, I'm wearing like a cardigan and stuff, but it's so nice. I haven't had a day like this since probably October. So it's really nice, you know, to have some nice warm, you know, sunny weather. I mean, we've had a few really nice days whilst dead baiting, but nothing this warm. They're all sunny days, but just not this warm. It's really nice. Anyway, aside from me yapping about the weather, I just wanted to mention that I finally upgraded my lens to the much more expensive and much better 28 to 200mm lens. So now I can do macros, I can just take way better shots, and yeah, it's just a much better lens. You know, I can zoom in, you know, really far. I'm pretty sure the colouring, like the colours are way nice on this one, like way more vivid. So yeah, it's just an altogether really nice lens. I'm really happy to finally have this. I'm not really that sure if I'm going to catch today because, you know, it's a very sunny and warm day and pike don't usually like feeding in this kind of weather, but I could be mistaken considering I've now caught twice on sunny days.
No, what? No way, no way. What the hell? What the hell?
Well, once again, whilst I was doing a take, something took the bait. I'm not sure what it was probably a pike, but I'm gonna really need to up my game. I'm getting by lambs next week, so that should be very helpful when I'm pike fishing. After losing yet another pike because my lines became entangled, I was pissed. And then things got even funnier when an old lady randomly started to take photos of me. And then, whilst I was distracted with that, a cormorant took my dead bait, almost pulling my rod in. It's safe to say that things weren't looking great, especially since I still hadn't caught a pike. But that was about to change.
Right, well, I'm just taking some cinematic shots for the video, and it's going quite well, you know. Some nice shots so far. I'm just waiting for, you know, the floats to hopefully go again. I really want a pike on the bank before sunset. I didn't even see this. No, it's not the same one, is it? Oh my god, finally. Different fish. Different fish, I believe. Hurry on, I jinxed it again. No, it is a different fish. It's just a jack. I was midway through recording a take. I must say, although it's not a monster, it's probably 60 centimeters. I'm still really happy with that. It's got some beautiful colorations on it. That's a really nice pike.
Right, well, amongst the chaos of someone taking photos of me randomly and a cormorant taking my dead bait, I finally gone and caught a beautiful pike. It's not that big, I'd say it's around probably, but he's a beautiful fish. He's honestly probably the nicest looking pike I've caught out here. He pretty much immediately got like self-unhooked in the net, which means he was barely hooked whilst I was fighting him. So it's a miracle I managed to bring him in. But yeah, I'm absolutely chuffed. A beautiful clear water canal pike. Right, let's get him back.